Taking the train from Cairo to Alexandria and back. This is a complete updated guide for 2024. Since there is now a new ticket system for foreigners, I wanted to update my video showing how to buy tickets. I also wanted to show you the new Talgo trains in addition to the older VIP trains, and I'll talk about how to get to Ramses Train Station in Cairo, how to find your train platform and board, what to expect during your train ride, where to get off in Alexandria, and the reverse journey from Alexandria back to Cairo. If you don't know me already, my name is Gus. I help people plan trips to Egypt, and I also lead group tours. You can head to my website, Egypt Adventures Travel, to learn more about how I can help with your trip. Now let's get started talking about taking the train from Cairo to Alexandria and back again. First, let's talk about how to get to the Ramses Train Station. This is where you're going to buy your tickets for the train and also where you'll board the train to Alexandria. My preferred method is to take the metro because the metro station Shohadeh is linked up to the train station. All you have to do is follow the signs that say to the railway station and you'll eventually pop out right at Ramses. Another option, of course, is to take an Uber, and a lot of public buses as well go to the train station. Just listen for a public bus going by saying Ramses, 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 and they're heading to the train station. You'll enter through this side door here to buy tickets and to board your train.
I'm at Ramses Train Station. It's the main train station in Cairo, and I'm gonna head upstairs to the foreigner ticket reservation office because foreigners need to reserve tickets in person at the train station. You can't book them online yet at this point.
To find the foreigner ticket reservation office, from the main atrium of the Ramses train station, go up the escalators toward the food court. Then you're gonna hang a left and a right, and I'll show you exactly how to get there. Foreigners need to buy these tickets because the Egyptian government changed the pricing structure for foreigners versus Egyptians. Just like at the tourist sites, Egyptians pay a much cheaper price to visit the pyramids and the temples and tombs than foreigners do. And now the government is requiring foreigners to pay for train tickets in the foreign currency equivalent. So they're setting the rate of the tickets based on the US dollar. So that's a reason why you have to do this now, and you can't buy them at the normal ticket station that the Egyptian people buy their tickets from. If you are caught using an Egyptian ticket on the train, you will face a hefty fine. So I recommend just buying your ticket from the foreigner ticket reservation office. If you're working with a travel company like Egypt Adventures Travel, I can help you get these before your trip. My Egyptian partners can do it for you. But if you are traveling solo, you're going to need to allocate some time, either 1 or 2 days before, or try to go there the morning of, hoping that they'll still have a ticket. So this is what it looks like. This is where you're gonna go. They speak English and they're super helpful. You're gonna get your ticket. It's gonna look like this. Make sure you hold onto it. On the day of your train, I recommend heading back to the Ramses train station, arriving about 30 minutes before your scheduled departure time. Head into the side door through the same main atrium that I showed you before, but don't go upstairs. Look at the screen to see what platform your train is on. It will switch over to English, and then show your paper ticket to one of the employees at these gates.
Since the foreigner tickets are just a written piece of paper, you'll have to show your ticket to a person at the ticket scanning area, and they'll just scan a pass and then they'll let you in, which actually is nice because they'll tell you which platform exactly you need to go to. And once you're on the platform, which I'm at right now, platform 4, it's just a matter of finding your right car of the train and then finding your seat.
All the display boards are written in English, and if it's in Arabic, just wait for a few seconds and it'll switch over to English. Cars are clearly marked with English numbers. Seats are also marked with English, so you'll be able to find your spot, probably independently, but ask somebody for help if you need it. This is one of the newer Talgo trains that I'm on. It was beautiful, very comfortable. You can specially request Talgo if you want to be on one of these newer trains. The first class ticket cost me $36 US, $35 US with a $1 credit card processing fee.
Made it on the train. I got here about a half hour before train departure time because it's just always good, especially when you're in a new place, just to give yourself some extra time. But everybody at the train station in Cairo is always super helpful, can help you get exactly where you need to go. And now I'm on board. We just get to hang out and wait for a little bit before departing for Alexandria. We should be there 2.5 hours after departure.
We left on time, and I had a very comfortable ride on board this new Talgo train, sitting in first class. The train had an infotainment system like you'd see on an airplane. However, that didn't work. The Wi-Fi on the train also didn't work. Maybe these things will be different the next time that somebody takes this train. I'd love to hear an update below in the comments. I ordered a meal just to show you all what it was like. Wasn't my favorite, but it's a good option in case you're super hungry. Here's a look at the bathroom. Bathrooms were very, very clean, easy to use, and were cleaned consistently. I saw staff going in there cleaning often. And then this is a look at the galley. In addition to bringing a cart through and bringing food out, you can also go up and you can order whatever you want and order drinks and walk around as much as you'd like during the journey.
When you get close to Alexandria, you're going to notice a lot of people start moving around and getting bags and getting up out of their seats. These people are probably getting off at the first train stop, City Gabbard train station. And this train station is in a more central part of Alexandria in terms of more in the middle of the city, centrally located. But this is usually not an area that tourists are getting out at because usually tourists are staying in the more historic, older part of the city. So just make sure that you know which station you want to get out at. Don't get out at City Gabbard if you're trying to go stay in the more historic, older part of Alexandria. You want to get out at Untitled Chapter, which is the old historic train station that's right by the Roman theater ruins and in the historic part of the city.
Now we're at City Gabbard, and most of the people are getting off the train. So pretty much every single person getting up, getting their bags, and getting ready to get off, even though I'm staying on the train.
So you'll probably notice the majority of the train getting off at City Gabbard train station. So just make sure that if you're trying to go to the Hatat Mosque, to the station that's more in the historic part of the city, you stay on the train, even though it looks like every single person's getting off except you.
Just to show you what I mean, this little blue dot with the train, that's City Gabbard train station. And all the way over here is Mahatat Masr. It's the blue dot that says Alexandria. So that's the train station that most people want to get out at. You can see it's in the center of a lot of tourist sites in Alexandria.
Now we're on our way, moving again from City Gabbard train station now to Mahatat Masr, to the historic original train station. And there is one other person in the entire train car with me, so every single other person got off the train. So you might feel a little bit weird if you are going to Mahatat Masr. You might be the only person on the train. You might feel like you're crazy for not getting off with everybody else. But if you truly want to go to the train station that's in the heart of the historic part of the city, just stay on the train. After about 5 minutes, it'll leave again and head toward the city center. So now we are pulling into Mahatat Masr, the second train station in Alexandria. And this is where I'm going to get out because I'm staying in the historic part of the city. So make sure you hold on to your expensive blue foreigner ticket because you're going to need it to exit. They have scanners for people who have the normal tickets that I used to be able to buy, but these don't scan. So you have to show it to somebody and then they'll let you through another gate. They'll just open it manually. But now I'm outside at the train station and I've made it.
Now let's talk about the reverse, going from Alex back to Cairo. When I bought my ticket in Cairo, I bought a round-trip ticket, and I'm at Mahatat Masr in Alexandria, about to board my train.
Good morning from Mahatat Masr, the train station in the center of the historic part of Alexandria. I am back. It is 7 a.m. and I'm heading on a 7:30 a.m. train back to Cairo. So here we go. Let's check out what the process looks like when you already have your ticket purchased and you are heading back to Cairo from Alexandria. So same type of deal, you'll have to show your expensive, fancy foreigner blue ticket to somebody who can let you manually through the ticket area since you don't have a QR code that you can scan. And everybody at this train station has been so helpful. The police officer at the entrance made a point to speak to me all in English, which was what he seemed to be very proud of, and spoke good English, which is lovely. And yeah, so we are on the platform already. Mahatat Masr is a much smaller, more manageable train station than Ramses, so pretty easy to get around and get inside.
For this train, a Talgo was not available at the time I wanted, so I booked a VIP train. I'm in coach number 6, seat number 52. So walk with me along the train as I count the coach numbers and get to number 6 to find my seat. Here you see coach number 2. The numbers are written in English and Arabic. But of course, when I got to coach number 6, that's the one coach that didn't have a number. So I had to ask the person who was at the door if that was my number, if that was number 6. He said yes, and then I hopped on.
ستة?
ست.
Okay, shukran.
Unlike the Talgo train, this is the older VIP train. The ticket price was the same. I paid $25 for this second class ticket, and I would have paid the same for a second class ticket on a Talgo train. But the VIP train is much, much older. Still comfortable though, and still got me where I needed to go.
So now we're at City Cairo train station, and at Mahaten Mos, maybe only 6-7 people got in the car, but now that we're at City Cairo, we've got a lot more people coming in. So this is the first stop, and should be the only stop on our journey besides Cairo, and it's the train station that is, if you're coming from Cairo to Alex, it's the one you hit before you hit Mahaten Mos. Going back to Cairo, you go there after you leave Mahaten Mos. We are almost back to Ramses Train Station in downtown Cairo, and it looks like we were a little bit late on the ride back, so we're going to get back about 15 minutes later than originally scheduled. But other than that, no hiccups. Pretty comfortable and empty train this morning, but as you can see, much different experience from the newer Talgo train that I took from Cairo up to Alexandria.
Now that we've arrived at Ramses Station, this is the only stop, so unlike when you get to Alex, you don't have to worry about waiting for the next station. Everybody gets out of the train and just follow the flow of people to exit out of the side exit of the train station, and then you can walk straight ahead and you'll notice the Cairo Metro after walking for just a minute or two.
So that is the updated way now that you can take the train and go from Cairo to Alexandria and from Alexandria back to Cairo. Even though foreigners have to pay a much higher ticket price than we used to have to pay, it's really nice to be able to take those really beautiful Talgo trains as an option. So I hope that you are able to try out the train or take a microbus to head up to Alexandria during your Egypt adventure. Thanks for watching, everybody.